Overload, overload, overload. Coming on to ya. How's it going, DD Dragon? Lang is on? Lang is on. Lang is on? I don't know what that is. How you doing? Today's Thursday. Let's change the hashtag to no, I didn't update it. You gotta I gotta think. I don't know what I'm gonna change it to. Actually, think of something. Could have did Waikiki Wednesday yesterday. No signal in reverse. Oh, is it showing backwards for you? By any stretch, or what? Is that what it's doing? Let's do. I don't know. I really don't know. We could do. We'll do this. Hana ho. That's nice and simple. All right. How you doing? So I've been watching this guy on Whatnot, E-Dragon. Oh, your day is backwards. Oh, there you go, Aegis. How you doing? So I've been watching this guy on Whatnot app. He does a lot of imports and snagged quite a few Super Famicom RPGs for like real cheap, like $3-4. I got Shiren the Wanderer 2 this morning for like $5 complete in box. I was like, can't believe it. Tired and depressed, Aegis? Dang. I've been there recently. You know what helps me? It may not help you, but I'm going to say it anyway. What's been helping me is exercise. It keeps my energy up, and that impacts my my mental health dramatically. Good luck. Let's see. So, hey, we're going to get started. Today. Well, guess what we're playing today? We are going to play... Surprise! It's EarthBound beginning. Yeah, it's the exercise. I mean, it's not one thing. It's never one thing. Humans are too complex for anything to be one thing. But that's a good part of it. Hey, what the heck? This was working. Now it's not working. Why? What's up, Major Rage? How are you? Right, I got you on the Hana Ho. So Hana Ho is what you say at the end of a performance or a song or a dance that you really like to express a sense of encore. So if you want to say encore, encore in Hawaiian, you would say Hana Ho. Let's see, this is not working out. See, and I wanted to be all fancy and show the no signal screen because I really like that no signal screen, but I might have to record it and put it in. Post office tried to tell me the packages were not insured. Oh, come on. They were insured. They definitely were insured. I have the receipts if you need those. I'm doing good, Mage. How are you? How are you and Scarlett's doing? Okay, we're gonna try to fix this here. It's not even responding. Straight up just broken. Close the darn program. Oh. There you go. There's music. I don't know why it does that. That's irritating. But you know what else is irritating? This morning a butterfly flew in my face. Like right in my face. And I didn't give it the satisfaction of freaking out. And then it flew away. That, I feel, is a big life lesson. You know, you gotta react less. Oh, Aegis, I say you got a 35 stream streak, but is the entry word still Hawaii Hump Day on Thursday? Well, here's the fact of the matter: is every day is Hawaii Hump Day. but no, today it's Hanaho. I just had to update it. I figure, you know what, we could use this as a methodology for teaching some Hawaiian. Everybody benefits from learning things. I'm a tough guy, but I'm mostly all talk. Oh, he was a tough guy. She's driving. Drive safe. And don't let me distract you. I'm very distracting. But don't let me distract you. That would be bad. Butterfly in the sky. Butterfly effect. I just postponed World War III. Third strongest mole says. First of all, holy mole. Thanks for coming in here. It was not a magic butterfly. It was one of those, like, horrifying, terrifying butterflies. I don't think butterflies are terrifying. I think they're ethereal and angelic. Until you see one up close and you're like, oh, you're a less squishy caterpillar. And I already think caterpillars are disgusting. When we first moved to Texas, here's another pointless story. You get plenty of these when you get older. Well, when we first moved to Texas, it was during like a caterpillar bloom. These horrible, ugly, rabbit-eared, spiky caterpillars with fuzz all over them and bright red faces. I took my kids to the park and they were on everything. They were on the kids' equipment, the benches, the ground. They're falling out of trees. I was like, Texas don't play around. No, it's covered. Spent very little time talking to her as she was useless and lacked basic knowledge. Well, you were at the post office, so I'm sure. Anybody listening at the post office, don't go postal on me. What's up, Sarge Smash? How you? It's doing pretty good. It's going good. Spiny caterpillars are the worst. They're bad. In a fight between you and me, I'd probably be the loser. Oh, so all these guys fight. Okay. What it said, Black Blood member? Oh, damn. I didn't know we were in LA. If anybody's here from LA... Oh, she called you from the post office, presumably, huh? So what, DD Dragon? In the saga of the Lost Wii U, you conveyed to the post office that you do indeed have insurance, and then what did they do? I'm just gonna look around. Oh, for a split second. For a second. I thought, you know what, if I look over here, there might be a photo opportunity. But that's patently ridiculous, because this isn't EarthBound. This is EarthBound Beginnings. Mother to you. What's your favorite butterfly? Do you have a favorite butterfly? I'll say, what's your favorite butterfly, fictional or non-fictional? We'll just make it EarthBound. Take me to EarthBound right here on the Earth. Okay. Sometimes my phone, if there's like a notification, it'll freeze up, but it doesn't look like it's doing that. So I think we're A-okay. Oh, we need our friend Mr. Temper. I haven't seen Baron for a while. Actually, hopefully he's okay. We think about Baron quite a bit. Mage, have you seen Baron at all? Baron Redwing. I'm gonna go in there later because I wanna explore the town first. So you gotta get the perimeter down. Explore the perimeter. This is how I play RPGs. You explore the perimeter first, and then you go around the inside of the town. It's more friendly that way. Okay, there's a guy over there. You said, oh, well, you have to wait to file a claim. You have to wait to file a claim? How about you file a claim and then they do it? They do the thing. It's like, man, the government sucks at everything. And that trickles right on down to all this that you're dealing with. Interesting localization choice closer to Japanese, I think. Official EarthBound Beginnings is just BB Gang. But in some spots, they're referred to as the Blah Blah Gang. Maybe they're Blalas, for those of you that remember your local Hawaii vernacular. Do you recall what a Blala is? This is a little quiz. I bet you didn't know you were going to get quizzed today, but here we are. John! Hello, how are you, John? Oh, you must be here because you heard I'm the world's greatest fisherman. Well, I'm not quite that great, but if you a moment, let me tell you some of my fishing stories. Ooh. Oh, you actually fall asleep doing it. I like that. You know what? Games that have a good sense of humor. Oh, it's morning now, and dawn is breaking over the harbor. That's gonna be me someday. I'm gonna tell these long, pointless stories to people, and they'll just fall asleep, and then they'll pay me for helping them to get a good night's rest. It's the perfect scheme. A big guy that is loud or something. I think like loud is implied, you know? A big guy that yeah, is a big local man. And local is the phrasing used in Hawaii for somebody who lives there. They're local. Because nobody else is local. You either live in Hawaii or you don't. Like the next nearest place is like 2,000 miles away. So, no, Anna, no. That's all right. We'll fix her right up. Oh, not goods. Here we go. Let's do the different one. All right, this is the bridge I came across. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's another bit of Hawaii. Yeah, I think it is. There's another bit of Hawaii trivia for you. Over there, people end sentences. Well, you know, like in Canada, I wish Mr. Temper were here, or Baron, or Baron. You know, in Canada, like stereotypically, they'll finish a sentence with a. So in Hawaii, people stereotypically finish a sentence with ya. So if you've played Final Fantasy X, Waka is actually a pretty darn good representation of what people in Hawaii sound like. And he says ya all the time. Sometimes I catch myself saying it. But I don't mind saying yeah. Because I need the affirmation. Really. Yeah, Seagull Sea became tame. Okay. Now I think we're safe to explore the middle of this town. Well, we got a bunch of houses. I'll do that first. Oh, no. So this is actually the different area. Okay. Good to know. Because I came down that bridge toward the south. So then, I'm not going up Mount Itoi yet. Not going to do it. Uper Sayadare. What? Was that phonetically Canadian? It actually is LA. Oh, it is, huh? Oh, shoot. That was just a joke. Is this town supposed to... It's a seaside town, too. Is this town supposed to be Los Angeles? You know how, like... This is kind of, like, vaguely... like globetrotting and like based on America and stuff like that. Eagle Land. Dare or Dare? I don't know what you're saying, DD Dragon. I think the post office has gotten to you. Don't let them win. That's what I say. Hello, I'm sick of the BB gang. Okay, so that's gonna be our problem that we gotta fix here then. This guy. You should go to the harbor before you head to Mount Itoi. I mean it. Bubba Fly. On Itori's harbor, you can buy Super Plush. A lifesaver. Nice. Oh, hello again. Was it Garbles? EBBR SNES. It's good to see you again. I apologize for the very long delay in me getting back to playing this masterpiece. I had a prolonged break. And then I came back and we played EVO. But it's good to be back playing this again. I'm enjoying it. I hope you've been well in the meantimes. Optimus Prime is dead again. Cinco Play. You're going to have to provide more context on that. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Did they kill Optimus Prime again in something? I didn't know there was a new Transformers anything. You seeing the real Transformers movie all over again? Is it Garbles? Did I have it wrong? I could have sworn you said it was pronounced like marbles, but with a G. But I'm probably misremembering now based on your. I'll call you Garbles if you want me to. You know, whatever you want me to call you. EBBRSNESS is fun to say as well. Look at Sarge's comment. Uh-oh. Did I miss something? Oh. I missed Sarge's comment. Thanks very much. I'm going to need this week to end without any more celebrity death. Peter Cullen is gone now. Oh, dang. Don't tell me age 80 as well. I caught up on it. Voice of Optimus Prime died. So I had not heard that. I've not been active on socials today. Dang. What a week, huh? It was 85. Okay. I mean, in the 80s. Wow. So I've never had a huge attachment to the Transformers franchise. I don't think I've ever seen any of the original animation stuff. Oh, it's Gabbles, but not Garbles. It sounds cool no matter how much you butcher it. Gables. Yeah, Garbles. Okay, I can remember Garbles, I think. So 85 is a long time. This one does. Yeah, what was the last one? I mean, yesterday's was pretty rough for me. I was a huge Tim Curry fan. It's weird. Getting older is weird. Oh, Greebles. Isn't that the stuff that they put on things to make it look more complex? Or is that Greeblies? Greeblies was what my dad said made cavities when I was a kid. And I still use that term. In front of orthodontists. He was important regardless of if I watched or not, for sure. I want to make that clear. Yeah, absolutely. What else did he voice? I know the iconic voice. Even though, like, that's how iconic it was. Even though I've never seen the Transformers animated stuff, I can hear the Optimus Prime voice. It is LA. Dang. Let's ask Garbles. Hey, Garbles, so when I got here, I used to live in California, so I felt I was allowed to make this joke. When I first got to the town of LA here, I didn't recall what it was called, and I started running into gangs called the Bad Blood Gang. And I was like, oh, what is this, LA? And then Third Strongest Mole over on YouTube was like, oh, the town is actually called LA. And I was like, dang, is this town based on Los Angeles? That's the question that I have for you. Dang, is that a Greebles wobble but they don't fall down? Is that a Weebles wobble reference? Major Rage TV? I say that all the time. Do you say that all the time? We might be separated at birth. It's true. Okay, I think that's the whole of the... Like, there's nothing down here, right? No. I just get stuck in the trees. I think that's the whole place. So, let's go looking around now. There's Le Hotel, so we don't need to go there. Oh, this guy's one of my favorite sprites. No problem here, though. Hey, you two there. Sweethearts, huh? Love and peace, yeah. Okay, what about this? I don't know. Are you sure love isn't budding deep in your hearts? He seemed like a happy guy. Hanaho. Hey, what's up, Water Arc? How are you? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining the giveaway. Anybody else who has not joined the giveaway, you're certainly welcome to. It's a winner pays shipping, but it's a winner picks item type thing. We are giving away, I haven't flashed these yet this stream. We are giving away one of these 3 record albums, and we're giving away one of these books. You would get to choose one tomorrow if your name is chosen. So good luck. If you'd like to enter, like I said, winner pays shipping, but you know, you get to pick one of these things that you'd like. So good luck to you. Let's see. Monterey Jack and Rescue Rangers. I always thought that that was Jim Cummings. That wasn't Jim Cummings? Huh. I don't know why I always thought it was Jim Cummings. Oh, okay. It was Peter Cullen in season 1 and Jim Cummings in seasons 2 and 3. Got it. I didn't know that they had that character had two different actors. Narrator work in Voltron. Oh, and did Eeyore as well. Says it all the time and picked it up. That's actually hilarious, though, Major Rage, because I for some reason I remember that commercial jangle. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Or it wasn't a commercial; it was like a kids show, wasn't it? I don't know why. Like that sticks in my head. I did not know there were two different actors. We learned something collectively, Single Play. I think that's pretty cool. That doesn't happen all the time. Usually I learn and you folks share information. Let's see. Garble says, well, sort of the original town name is Valentine. Phil Sandhop, beg your pardon, decided to name it L.A. But it makes complete sense why. It does. It does make complete sense why. And it being like a seaside town, it's just too perfect. Like, what's the first thing you think of when you think of LA? It's gangs, obviously. I've got tickets to the live show. You know the store is all sold out. I could part with these for only $1,200. Stingy kids. They're just trying to sell tickets to children for $1,200. Oh, psychedelic floor in here. Tickets, please. You must have a ticket to get in. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Rest in peace, Peter Cullen, indeed. So that's 3 in a row. I don't want to think about tomorrow. I don't. It's tough. You get older, and a lot of people that you knew pass on. Rest in peace. It is a natural part of life. Live entertainment daily, open mic every night. MICKEYMOUSE. Tickets available at the LA department store. It's a secret. Promise not to say that I told you. The Black Blood boss, Teddy's full name, is Teddy Jr. the Third. Ha! It's only a rumor, though. Okay, so this is where we pick up Teddy, huh? Huh? Yeah, there, eh? Oh, there. Like that bears, that kind of thing. Is that how you talk, DD Dragon? Kids scalping kids is only in LA. I get to make all, because I used to work in LA, so I put up with it. After everything that I suffered through in LA, I'm gonna make all of the LA jokes and criticism that I can today, and I'm fully entitled to do so. I'm fully equipped. We're not buying any of your scalp tickets, and we don't want any of your other scams either. Now scram. Buzz off. I'm playing my Super NES, and I'm just about to finish this dungeon. I think I finally have enough levels to fight that dragon. That kid was playing Draken. Can you confirm, Garbles, can you confirm that that kid was playing Draken? Life is tough. You'll live longer if you visit your doctor. LA Hospital. It's gonna cost a lot, though. Everything's been nuts since black clouds appeared over the mountains. This town and its people have all started to go crazy. Crazy. Police department. The LAPD right here. Do I have a favorite EarthBound enemy? Oh, shoot. You know what it is? It's, yes, he was playing Draken? All right. I had a feeling. That is what he was playing. You could tell. You could tell. Because people playing Draken are very honorary. And that was an honorary kid. Do I have a favorite EarthBound enemy? Let me think about that for a second. I have a fantastic source for weapons. Check back again with me later. I may just get a really awesome weapon or two. Okay, it is either the Kraken, specifically because of the line, I threw my slippers at it. I think it was one of the best lines in any RPG ever. I threw my slippers at it. Um, it might be the giant ant though. I think my favorite, if we're including bosses, I think it's the giant ant. And the reason for that is that's the first time you hear that amazing Sanctuary boss theme. It's so good. I've listened to 10-hour versions of that song. So, but it's going to be either the giant ant or the kraken. What about you? Favorite Earthbound enemy? Third Strongest Mole says Dolly's Clock. I do like Moonside. I don't go out for a reason. What makes you think I'll open the door for a complete stranger? It's everything but safe out there. There are shady things happening around the city. This is the most Los Angeles coded city I've ever seen. I have ever seen. Incredible. Oh, don't mind me. I'm a real nowhere man. Let's fight this kid. You're no match for Teddy. I bet he could beat you up with his pinky. Dang, imagine getting beat up by somebody's pinky. It'd be embarrassing for everybody. Oh, no. Come on, mash the button. No, I didn't hit auto. Ah, that sucks. Dude, this guy. We'll just bash through it. That guy. Woof. Oh, is that a Beatles reference? Because I missed it. I missed it. If that's what it was. Okay, we need to do stuff here. I'm gonna go to the hotel and the hospital. I didn't catch the Beatles reference. What was it? Was it getting beaten up with the pinky? No, I thought this was the hotel. Ah. Oh. How did I not? I didn't know that she had a revive spell. Actually, I had no idea. So, Garbles, how has general reception been now that some time has gone by? I think I asked you this when I was initially streaming this, but how has your mod been received? Well received, hopefully? Some nitpickers here and there, maybe? I think that's... Oh, Nowhere Man. Oh. I'm not going to say I should have known that, but I should have known that. It's crazy because $1 a phone call is really a lot of money. But it doesn't seem like it in this game. Okay, let's get some funds out, and we'll see about buying some stuff if we need to. That's a return service. Is there anything I want to sell here? Get rid of this thing. Not even really using it. Arcade games, huh? I love the arcades. I do miss them. Just nabbed some live house tickets from the tool shop. My girl and I are going to have a fun night out. But why do they sell tickets in a tool shop? If you want a good example of Yooper dialect, watch the trailer for Enscanaba in the Moonlight. Enscanaba in the Moonlight there. Is that the full title? Deep cut. Thanks, Mage. I appreciate having the slack cut for me, personally. I do. I've I don't think I've ever sat down and listened to the Beatles though. So there's some stuff I get, but I don't know. Yeah, if you like the Starmen are your favorite. I think the Starmen are great designs. The entire essence of their design works with the perfect character being mysterious, intriguing, and intimidating all at the same time. I think they're very iconic. It's a good look. Don't watch the full movie. I will happily take that recommendation, DD Dragon. The Starman design had some basis in real-world UFO stories. Oh, really? Do tell. I used to super be into UFO lore. I'm trying to think if there was like a thing. I haven't seen too much of the reception for my hack, but I get comments from a lot of people expressing appreciation for the hack's release and how much fun they're having. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that level of positivity. The sincerity means a lot to me and the rest of the team. No, that's good. That's great. Yeah, I think like when somebody goes out of their way to tell somebody personally, that feels a little better than just seeing stuff kind of smeared on a wall somewhere, you know? Escanaba. Oh, is that Escanaba? Escanaba. I don't know if that's how you say it. You pronounce the G? Kana? I don't want any of that stuff. What's this? Is this a Japanese? Looks like this says department. Or is that a guy? Is that a guy in a hat with a mustache? No, I don't. I panicked. Let's see. How's all that stuff? Whoa, hey, what can I do for you? We got live show ticket. Oh, but that guy was selling one. I had it right the first time. Okay. Super plush bear, butter knife, survival knife, deluxe frying pan, big league bat, and model rocket kit. Okay. So let me get these first. I feel like I could have skipped one of these purchase upgrades, but we're swimming in cash right now. Is that fairly normal for playing this game? To be swimming in cash at this point, or am I playing it wrong? Let's see. We'll get the super plush bear. I do like super plush bears. And you can carry that. And let's get the model rocket kit, because that seems pretty cool. Oh no, you can't carry it. Okay. Neat. Oh yeah, the live show. The live show thing. Or did I buy it? I don't know if I bought it. Let me see here. I did not buy it. Okay. Let's move stuff around here. This reminds me of wizardry. Having to move stuff around from inventories. Do want the live show ticket right here. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Ah, that's wicked sick, dog. We got it. It's a true mystery what the symbol is? Really? I mean, I could see it go either way. It could be like a Japanese symbol. Calligraphy. I don't know what the character, I think, is the word that I'm searching for. Or it could be a guy. It looks like the pizza guy to me. But then it says department. I don't know. It looks like the mock pizza guy. Maybe it is a guy in a mustache with a hat and a mustache. La Rubia robot sighting, 1977. Let me see. Oh, is it pretty normal? Okay. Good to know. Let's see. If I have a chance to republish my book, I'm going to include that factoid, because that's pretty neat. Oh yeah, look at these things. Just looking at it as like... It's got that vibe. Be a pretty expensive late game. Oh yeah, I did. I fell into that. I was a newer player that I did a lot of grinding to buy the stuff at Magicant. I did do that. Super Plush has 500 HP. That's a lot of HP. Stress is going to be high for you the next couple of weeks. You're going to have to counterbalance that with some anti-stress uh, behaviors. Behavior is not the right word. Has this Earthbound Beginnings SNES remake been pretty one-to-one with the NES original? So I'm not an expert in the NES original. Activities, thanks, Mage. Thank you. I'm not well versed on the original. We do have one of the creators of the mod there in chat with you on YouTube. So if you have any questions for EBBR SNES, now's the time to ask them. I understand that there are some adaptations that were done, and I think that's pretty neat. I'm enjoying myself, whereas I was not really able to get into the original Famicom version of this game. So I would count that as a win for this mod. Was that, here's a question, was that at all a goal when making this to try to make Mother 1 more accessible to new players? Forget it. I was gonna hot save there, but we're not gonna do that. Oh, you got a few packages coming. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to be really careful about that. They need to bring those up to your door. Like, that's, to me, that's kind of wild. Okay, did I already? I think we hit up this door. Nothing in there anyway. Burger. Hey, you. You're not with the BB gang, are you? Hey, you. Out there in the try new deluxe burger. So good, it'll make your heart ache. That's not a great selling point for a burger. Black Blood Gang is a pretty long name, so everyone just calls it the BB Gang. They may be a gang, but they still care about easy pronunciation. The biggest problem with having a roommate is when they're a total slob. No matter how hard I try, it's impossible to keep the house clean and tidy. Near the base of Mount Itoy lives a very kind, generous man. I wonder if he's doing okay. Ooh. I believe the intention of the symbol was to replicate the one from the NES game, but I could be misremembering that with the hotel sign. Interesting. Get a teddy bear and put it in the mailroom. Yes. And don't be afraid to do the glitter bomb. Word is there are monsters up on the mountain. You should steer clear unless you have a death wish. If you're crazy enough to try, pack as much gear as you can. Then recruit the toughest guy in town. Well, the second toughest. I'm staying home. Don't flatter yourself. While walking in the desert, I saw a cactus with a face. Then I ran for the hills screaming as loud as I could. We gotta go back to the desert at some point. You really ought to watch where you're walking. Oh, that guy doesn't want to fight? Okay. Nothing. You never know. Let's see. We try to replicate what the original game did as much as possible. It took creative liberties when running into limitations, as EBB and EB work very differently. Yeah, it had to be an undertaking, absolutely. Also, this project had many goals. The main one was to show off how far EarthBound hacking has come and how it made us create entirely new tools just to make development smoother. Very cool. I don't know anything about hacks or mods and stuff like that, so it's all Greek to me. But the final result is very cool. Super Bomb. Let's see. Let's toss freaking mouthwash. And then, you know what? I'm gonna, you can hold this pizza. Super Bomb. There we go. Another goal is to complete a project that has been stuck in development hell for many years. Many people were kids, including myself, when this first started. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. So people have been trying to put Mother on the SNES since you were a kid? Was that like an official thing that was attempting to be made at one point and then they just didn't do it? The deeper the rabbit hole goes, that knock. I heard the exact same knock next door. Am I not special? That's amazing. Talk to the fisherman and wind up talking your ears off. I like it. Oh, that must be the pizza guy. Hey, wait a minute. I can't smell any pizza through the door. No way I'm not falling for that again. Oops. They got 2 knocks. I already told you we're not paying protection money for the busted fence out back. Fence should protect us, not the other way around. I don't care what happens to it. There's a broken fence here. Oh, okay. So, oh yeah, we could go check out that tower on the left. Other than that, I don't know what else is over here. I think we've looked at everything. Talked to everyone, I think. So let's go see what they got in here. What do you got in there, King Kong? Yes. Watch there be a King Kong in here. This started in 2007. Wow. The telescopes. Take this elevator to the top of the lookout tower. I once saw smoke rising from one of the islands off the coast. I wonder if anyone lives there. Wish I had looked through that telescope. Going up. Tell the creator I said this looks impressive. So someone on Twitch, DD Dragon, said for me to tell you, Garbles, that this looks impressive. And I would agree. It's great. This is great. It's good stuff. Very smooth. The shimmering blue sea stretched towards the horizon. In the distance on the island, something sparkled. Oh. Oh, hello. Was not expecting that. Get in the rocket. Get to the rocket if you want to leave. Water Arc, I did not know that you're an amateur localizer. That's pretty cool. I might pick your brain about stuff like that. Back then, EV hacking was a lot more limited and undocumented, so development was much slower. I think Tomato's main goal for the remake was to figure out more about how the game works. So when you say Tomato, are you talking about Clyde Mandolin? Was that his last name? Can't remember. Was that his first name? Can't remember. Sometimes I'm pretty bad with names. That's pretty exciting to see it all the way through. This guy, have you ever tasted trout yogurt? No way to buy things like that in this place. Does he want me to find some? Okay. All right. I don't think I have trout yogurt on me. Oh, cool. Cool. Well, I think that that gives it a whole extra level of authenticity. Credibility is the word that I'm searching for. Looks just like Abel, but I look just like Abel, but I am Baker. I also want to try trout yogurt. I am Abel, the doctor's assistant. I too would like to taste trout yogurt. Okay. I do not have trout yogurt on me. So I'm going to go back to the department store and look for the trout yogurt. And see if I can find the trout yogurt. Oh, I need to keep an eye on time today. I'd mentioned yesterday kids enrolled in a new school. So it's a bit further away. I got to make sure that I have enough time to get over there. Pick at my brain like a jackal. I like the cut of your jib. And I like the taste of your brain too. So let me roll this past you, right? Okay, so I've been playing through every Super Nintendo RPG on stream, right? That was a lot of research for a 2-volume book set that represented essays on the Super Nintendo RPG canon, exploring what each game is about, and what it means. I wanted to ask, like, what does EarthBound mean? What does Draken mean? What is it trying to say? Those kinds of questions excite me. So we're coming to the end of. Did you make sure to read the sign? We're coming to the end. Ocean View Tower Head Tourist, welcome. We are coming to the end of that series. I have like 4 RPGs left. It's Might and Magic 2, Might and Magic 3, Super Ninja Boy, and Terranigma. And I'm excited to play the remake. Let's see if I got Trout Yogurt here. Once I finish that, there's a lot of questions circulating about which lineup I'm going to play next. High on my list would be NES RPGs, English, Game Boy RPGs, English, and PS1 RPGs, English. Trying to play PS1 RPGs on original hardware sounds really expensive. But came up with trying to get through all of these Super Famicom RPGs. Now, as is well known and documented, thems are in Japanese, which I don't speak Japanese. So, questions abound about how to best approach trying to play through all of those games. Last I counted, there's about 110, 120 Super Famicom RPGs in Japanese only. And many of them do not have fan translations. We're not doing Might and Magic back to back. Game Boy RPGs, they do have a unique charm. I have a huge soft spot for Game Boy RPGs, and I would probably just do original Game Boy and not add in Game Boy Color and stuff like that. They're not. Oh, there we go. We got trout. That's some real expensive trout yogurt. They'll make that with real trout or what? Let me go get a little more money out here. Dad, the Home Alone 2. You spent $975 on trout yogurt. But yeah, the ask though of a amateur localizer is, what would be the easiest method to be able to play those games and understand in English what to do? I don't really want to go back down, so I'm just gonna throw something out. I'm gonna throw. You know what? I'm gonna throw out this boomerang. Enter that came back to your inventory. No. Anna, there we go. Okay, we got the dang trout yogurt. Now let's go back. A couple options that present themselves. Obviously, there's machine translation. The thing that I don't like about machine translation, despite its ease, is I don't have a really easy way to corroborate the information presented in a machine translated translation. Not being able to understand the Japanese myself. And I've looked at, maybe I'll just learn Japanese, but man, I got 2 kids. I got a wife. I got a house. I do a lot of stuff. I have other hobbies. That sounds like a lot of undertaking right there. Make an exception. A lot of people have asked me to make exceptions on even just this Super Nintendo list. A lot of people have asked for making exceptions for very specific Super Famicom RPGs, and I've resisted it every time. I've just been like, no, like that's a different list. Because to me, it seems unfair if I were to, include Bahamut Lagoon or Treasure of the Rudra or the Sailor Moon RPG or Live Alive, which, to be fair, most everybody asking only cares about Live Alive because they did that recent thing. That recent remake. But I can't see myself making an exception in all seriousness. Either on this list or for... Yeah, no, I know it's for Game Boy Color. I couldn't see myself making an exception there either. Seeing someone throw away a boomerang so casually is funny because it used to be one of the most OG weapons. Or OP weapons in the NES game. Oh, I had no idea. I thought I replaced it with a better weapon. Is it not... was it still OP and I just made like a huge error? Because I didn't even check. I was just like, eh. Wah, wah, wah. You heard it here, folks. I throw away boomerangs. And that one did not come back. There are GBC RPGs I'd love to play. But I think one thing that helps me get through these lists is keeping the lists small and manageable. Which is another reason why I didn't add... oh, it's not OP. Okay. That's what I got the implication from your comment, but I really wanted to make sure. That way I could feel bad about myself if indeed it was still OP. There's a lot more weapons. Cool. Let's see. Trial yogurt. Here's something nice. And I got words of love. What? Words of love. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Well, interesting. Okay, let's go to the live show. Let's go to the depot. Oh wait, what do they say now? What do the other NPCs say? Thank you for everything. As a token of my gratitude, I wish you luck. Alright. I'm gonna start saying that to people. Okay, they just say the same thing, huh? Alright. As a token of my appreciation, I wish you luck. That's hilarious. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Water Arc. It was kind of a longish. It was kind of a longish question too. I could be very long-winded. If you're in a position, Water Arc, for me to ask you the question now, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to. What a ripoff. That's not that bad. You can get swear words from that guy? How? You bring him more trout yogurt? What on earth would you do with swears? Do I want to swear at my enemies? I don't know. I think I would rather smite them with my righteous indignation than stoop to their level of scatological language. We'll put it that way. Is that what you... Or are they, like, items that you use in combat? Huh. Because Ninten is 10. He's like, I'm 10 and I know the F word. That's the kids at my kids' school. Came home the other day. And they're like, so there's a kid and he just says every other word. I'm like, dang it, man. Sent you to school to learn stuff, not to learn that kind of stuff. Oh, dang it, the seagulls. My body is ready. Okay, so here's the question, Water Arc. Okay, so we've been playing through all of these Super Nintendo RPGs in English. While I say this, let me pull up the list. I love lists. That's one of my favorite things. Is lists. Honestly, it's lists. Actually, I don't know where my list is. Oh, here it is. Here's my list. Okay, so there's the list. This is every Super Nintendo RPG and RPG hybrid. Okay, before you're one of those people, King of Dragons is not an RPG. I know. It's an RPG hybrid. It's what you would expect if somebody tried to hybridize a 1990s arcade beat-em-up with an RPG progression system. But this list, all right? I've only got 4 left. Okay, when I finish Might and Magic 2, Might and Magic 3, Super Ninja Boy, and Terranigma, I gotta start another list. I just gotta. So, I'd thought about the NES. I'd thought about PS1. I thought about Game Boy. But turns out one thing I'd like to do is play through all the Super Famicom RPGs. The problem is them is in Japanese, and I don't speak Japanese. Thought about learning it, but that's, you know, it could be a while before I'm at a place where I'd be able to play these and understand them. So what would be a good method then to play those in a way that I could understand them? They don't all have fan translations. Many of them do not, and there's like over 100. We're not doing Genesis. Not gonna happen. Besides, I've been told by several people in the book industry, like if I ever did want to write a book again, that you can't do stuff on Sega stuff because Sega publishes their own books. So no, I can't, and I can't. I just wouldn't. Well, one, I wouldn't want to, but two, I can't do that. Robert De Niro on Sesame Street. Today, kids, we're gonna learn about the letter F. Are you looking at me? There's nobody else here. You must be looking at me. And Big Bird's like, why are you so aggressive? Tickets. Let's do the tickets. Live show ticket. Have fun. All right, let's see what kind of speakeasy they got here. So that's the question, Water Arc, is what are the Beth? I went full on Mike Tyson over here. What are the best methods for approaching a project like that? Wow, you're so cute. Are you thirsty? Yes. Teehee. Ninten is 10. The police walked in. This just got real sus here. Hey, you can't drink that. I'm taking you into custody. I just got here. Yeah, so machine translation seems like the easiest way to go about it, but also opens up a lot of opportunity for poor translation. And I want to be able to understand these RPGs at a level of what do they mean? What are they trying to say? What are they trying to say? Beg your pardon. Don't just stand there. Get moving. You look like you've been through a lot. Well, now you can just sit back, relax, and regret it all. Game over. I spent the night in jail because of this. Missing out on all the Genesis greatness. I mean, you make it sound like I've never played the Genesis before. I have played them before, but I've never played through all the RPGs on Sega Genesis. Have you played through all the RPGs on Sega Genesis? We would not be throwing Sega CD in. No. It would, in the same way that I separated Super Famicom from SNES, like I'm not doing SNES and Satellaview games. Like I would do just the Genesis games, not Mega CD, not Mega Sega, Rega Blega stuff. Not gonna do it. As localizer and provided the translated script in all its dry, wooden, stilted goodness, full of Japanese idioms and colloquialisms. Okay, so you do kind of like the paraphrasing aspect of it, not like the direct translation of it. GTA font busted. Yeah, that went down real fast. Now do you regret what you did? So I'm going to say no. Then you could spend another day in here to cool your jets. How many times will they keep you in jail if you say no? You have played most Sega RPGs, but have you played all of them? My job is to rewrite it so that it sounds natural to a native English speaker or change certain terms or phrases into something that's more understandable to English speakers. Okay, that says Demonicide, which is Lunch Rush. I learned that from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. No. Okay. Alright, I guess it keeps going. Nobody wants to play the WRPG ports. That's been the hardest part of my job on this series, is playing the Western RPG ports. We're getting a Japanese translation of EBBR for a little while. Okay, so like, if you have any thoughts on how I could best approach Super Famicom RPGs, let me know. I'm interested in tools and stuff like that. All right. If you promise not to do it again, you're welcome to go. I'll be holding on to this, though. Oh, my weapon. Finally got a big league bat. Oh, that's messed up. Dang. Is it cheaper to just buy a new one? I can't believe that. Okay, so do not do not go there and drink a drink. That was my big mistake. Might be a less buggy version of that game compared to SNES, but the soundtrack basically validates all the bad stuff. Oh, only that I say? Or the bad stuff that the general consensus says about the lousy sound of the Sega Genesis. You make it sound like I'm the only one who does not like... Oh, that was not enough money. Who does not like the sound of the Sega Genesis. I'm certainly not the only one. History has shown. Let it be known that history has shown. All right, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to see if it's cheaper to just buy a new one. And that's fine. I will take fair razzing. I just want to make sure anybody listening knows that I am a part of the mob rule when it comes to Sega Genesis sound bashing. Okay, let me see here. No, it's the same price. Well, darn it. I will take it. I will take it. Okay, fine. So, I'm going to save. Oh, shoot. You know what? I'm going to buy another ticket. And then I'm going to save. And then I'm going to go back to that place. Oh, my gosh. Okay, you know what? I'm going to sell something then. Let's sell the... How much is the flea bag? $2. I mean, it is a bag of fleas, so... I just don't want to have to walk all the way down. How about a super bomb? 900, sure. Take it. Who cares? It's just money anyway. That super bomb was probably really OP. Chip is really a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation. It might be a Mr. Hyde situation. No, I'm just kidding. I always say the 3 S's. Sonic Shmup Streets. That's where it's at its best. IMO. But, oh, I forgot to save. But when it's bad, it's really bad. Like, there's bad soundtracks on the Super Nintendo, for sure. But they don't, like, physically hurt my ears. You know? I'm just like, wow, this is terrible music. Genesis, when it's really bad, I'm like, somebody turn that chainsaw off. Oh. Okay, has anybody done a Nintendo Way of the Music? Or Way of the Music? Has anybody done a Nintendo Way of the Ninja Sega Genesis cover? I gotta find this. Hang on. No. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. That would be real rough. Mr. Hyde and Mr. Hyder. Sega's Cool Spot and Mortal Kombat. Definitely give you Mortal Kombat. Cool Spot. I think that's a weird flex, but okay. You know? Well, Sega had the better Cool Spot. Like, nobody was arguing that in kindergarten back in the day. Still don't what I mean. A very straightforward translation. You know what? I actually understood what you meant, Water Arc. Because I've heard that quite a bit about in the discussion of localization. Big console chips to tell you what Deox made as a bonus that he sent back with my SNES. No, actually. And I would like to know all about that, Major Rage. You tell me the details, tell me the price figured, all that stuff. Because if it's cool, I might do that. Maybe I'll send him my SNES Junior. I actually bet it would sound better given the game's PC 8898 roots. Well, it depends though. Sarge Smash is an American developer going to use gems to make the soundtrack for a Nintendo, or is it going to be like a Japanese developer in Japan knowing what they're doing? Because it could be it could go either way on that. Sonic Spinball. I cried about EVO music. Like I said, it's annoying, you know, but they did not physically hurt me. There are some tracks on the Genesis that sound like knives on my eardrums. But there's a few tracks on EVO that are for sure annoying. Absolutely. I talk about it all the time too. Nintendo Way of the Ninja, awful soundtrack. That battle theme, horrible. Truly horrible. Comic Zone is okay. It's still really got like that metallic grungy sound to me, like that like a Maximum Carnage. That's what that was. That's what it sounds like on Genesis to me. And then on Super Nintendo, it's like. So a lot of people, you know, when you criticize the Sega Genesis sound, a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, well you must think this Super Nintendo sounds perfect. I don't think it sounds perfect. Unless it's Chrono Trigger. Rockabilly twang. I mean, it can still sound unpleasant though, right? Like there's style, music style, right? Then there's also instrumentation. So if you're playing rock music with a blender, you're still using a blender to play rock music, you know? Rock is the style, and maybe the blender fits, but it's still way too much distortion. Ever hear the music for Mega Turrican? I did play Mega Turrican. I did. It sounded like Goblin Rap. Oh yeah, that's the intro to Down 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 to Goblin Town. From the Rankin and Bass cartoon. Down, down the Goblin Town, down, down the Goblin Town, down, down the Goblin Town. One of my favorites. Also, you know what would have made it better? If not talking a lot, lady. You know what would have made it better is if Rankin and Bass used the Genesis for the Hobbit soundtrack. I also had to replace a CPU A for the console, so he 3D printed a holder for my original and turned it into a keychain. So now I towed around an antique CPU along. That's pretty friggin' cool. SNES had objective faults too. Okay. What are we, 5? No, just kidding. Yeah. No, it did. I just said it's not perfect. Because it isn't. EVO had some bad music. Nintendo had some lousy music. Nintendo, and I'd said this when I was playing it, Nintendo sounds like the Super Nintendo trying to sound like Gems. Includes a SCART cable. So what does the SCART cable do? You gotta fill me in on that one. Okay, is it safe? Let me ask this before I go around talking willy-nilly. Is it safe to talk to any other person in here except for the lady in the pink dress who was like, "You're cute," to a 10-year-old and then gave them alcohol? Is it safe to talk to anybody else in here? Or will the police show up and kick me out? Because I don't want to do that again. They took my baseball bat. When there's bad sounding SNES and they sound like coconuts and kazoos. like the horse gallop coconut. That's me trying to make coconut sounds with my hands. So EB Bar, you say yes. You're like, yes, they're safe? Okay. It's almost guaranteed they took the FM synth soundtrack, converted them in, then just mapped to the various samples. Yeah, it sounds horrible. The battle theme in particular. But I would also add on top of that, too, that the actual composition, the music itself, like this is what made me grateful for studying music theory in college a little bit, is like the sound of the instruments, the instrumentation, the sound quality of the Nintendo battle theme is bad, but the song itself is bad. Even if you played it with violins, it would still be bad. Even if it was a small concerto playing that song, it would still sound bad. Because it's like the EVO song that we all hated, right? I can't even remember how it goes. Something like that. Even if you took that and was like, here, grand orchestra with a choir, play this, it would still sound bad. See, I don't think the Chrono Cross battle theme is nowhere near as bad as these tracks that we've been talking about. It's a little grating, but I don't think that Chrono Cross's battle theme is at this level. No, I don't think it's bad or good. It never bothered me. I don't think it's even the worst song in that soundtrack. I think it sounds a little out of place for the setting of that. Like, it's all of a sudden you're in like a folksy bar. So I wish he'd done something else, but Chrono Cross battle theme is nowhere near the sound of the Nintendo battle theme. I would have to listen before I tell you an exact track title. I will have to listen to the Chrono Cross OST again. When I go to pick up my kids today, I'll listen to the Chrono Cross soundtrack, and I'll try and recall. There's 2 or 3 that I suspect that I personally think are worse. But I don't think the Chrono Cross battle theme is great, but I also have never really understood why people are like, "Oh, it's the worst battle theme ever." Like, people have said that about the Chrono Trigger battle theme, and it's like, yeah, it's not great, especially compared to the rest of the soundtrack. But it's definitely not among the worst on this system, I'll tell you that. For the upscaling, converts the signal to something an HDTV can use. Cool. Let's see. It sounded like a horse galloping. Hey, all right. I'm glad you liked my my coconut horse hoof impression. Bad SNES music sounds so cheap. It did, and it's a shame that was Sugiyama too. So we put in a pixel sharpener so the lines are super clean now. Would you? Oh, okay. I gotta see these pictures. Am I in your Discord? I have not joined a Discord for like years. I don't know if I am. I'm gonna slip in there. If you'll have me. Doom's SNES OC is pretty weird. I've actually never played Doom on SNES. I've barely played Doom, period, actually. Let's see. Freaking love the Chrono Cross battle theme. It sounds like a frenzy. I'm in a frenzy. Post the link to Alpha Shop. Yes, I've been there myself too. So I gotta look into that. Maybe that's a Christmas present for me or something else. I wish Cross was something else besides a Suikoden knockoff. I think Chrono Cross is one of the best RPGs on PS1. I would rank it pretty highly, but I also think Chrono Cross is a huge freaking mess. It's like an early example of later Square Enix storytelling, where everything is just a huge amorphous blob of a story that is really complex, but when you like pull it apart, there's not a whole lot there. But the coolness factor is like through the roof. Freaking through the roof. I'll get back to playing this game in a second. Hey, if you'd be honored to have me, I'd appreciate it. One reason why I've avoided joining other people's Discords is I don't really want to make waves by just like appearing there, you know, and I don't know how controversial I am in some circles, so I've just avoided stuff like that. But if that's fine with you, Like, oh, actually, a couple months back, somebody invited me, and I came in, and I introduced myself, and immediately somebody was like, "You're just here to make trouble." And I was like, "Thanks for the invite, but I'm not gonna hang out here." Let's see. It's a great game. I don't love it as it's not a sequel. You can't think of it as a sequel. There's famously the devs were like, "It's not a sequel. Otherwise, we would have called it Chrono Trigger 2." But it's a spin-off for sure. Looking at it as a sequel would be the way to destroy it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a mess. It's not a great follow-up to Chrono Trigger, even as a spin-off. Oh yeah, and it's 100% an alternate reality. Characters didn't matter. The story didn't matter. The story matters, but not to many of the characters. You know, Retro Tink upscale. If anyone has a problem with you, they have a problem with me. Ooh, if you want to come to him, you gotta come through me. One of those right there. I feel it, and I appreciate that. I just want to be respectful of people's spaces. You know, I don't want to throw stones into the water. I don't think that's how it was marketed back in the day, though. Yeah, marketing can go far against the grain of the developer's intent. You know, like the developers, especially in Japan, could give an interview and say, "This is what we thought of the game," and then they would have no bearing on what marketing would say about that game overseas. So I don't know exactly how Chrono Cross was marketed in North America, but I do know that I would consider what the devs say about the game more important than what the marketing says about the game. So if there's an example of like you're presented with the two choices, I would default to the devs rather than the marketing. Don't remember if the devs made that clear in that moment. I don't remember when the interview is or was. Okay, right on, Scarlett. I appreciate it. I do. I thank you for the invite. And even if the devs had made that clear in that moment, it was 1999. So them saying it in an interview wouldn't necessarily go out to every single American consumer, you know? See, you have been trying to get me into Chrono Trigger. I really need to play it all the way through. Oh, I hope you do. And EBBR SNES, Garbles, my boy. If you do play through Chrono Trigger, please come back and let me know what you think. It's my 0th favorite game of all time. I put it in the 0th spot so I never have to change it. I could change my number 1. But, well, they tried to link it to Trigger, and then during development, they backpedaled on certain things. So, like, the character of Guile was supposed to be Magus, and then eventually they were like, there's not enough room for this. Because they added all that stuff. They added all that extra noise. Now, I was definitely not reading Japanese developer interviews in 1999. I don't know if you folks were, but I certainly was not. Yeah, I'm sure that you'll love it. I mean, a lot of people that I've met who are first-time players of Chrono Trigger love it. Every once in a while, you'll encounter somebody who is like, I hated it, and here's why. And they'll typically say, because people hyped it up too much for me. And that, I think, is a shame. It's difficult to not hype up a classic, but that's not the person's fault. That's not the person who said it was a classic is not at fault because the person who played it for the first time didn't like it, based on the fact that the thing was hyped up to them. They just need to play it with their own perspective, play it on its own merits, its own terms, if you like, without thinking about somebody else's opinion. It can be difficult in today's day and age to enjoy something without letting somebody else's opinion ruin that for you. Heard the soundtrack. The soundtrack is next level. It really is. Anna. Oh, nothing. I saw your name written on your hat. That's all. You want to sing? I do like to sing. Then go ahead and jam, dudes. Are we going to get arrested for singing? He's like, oh, I just stayed in your arms tonight. Oh, we get like a whole thing. Full choreography. I just want the audience to like throw tomatoes at Lloyd. I like this melody here. Oh, absolutely. Water Arc. I've seen that plenty of times. And I think that certain subcultures and subcommunities have developed around contrarianism. You know, take a game that historically has had a general consensus for being critically maligned, and it's actually easy in today's day and age to build a sub-community around that in an attempt at historical revisionism on the worst side, and maybe revisiting a critical consensus on the best side. I think that could swing either way. Don't you know that's why I'm defending the Genesis sound chip? I thought it was just because you were a fanboy. I winky emoji. No, and I run in. The Genesis is big enough that I would not consider the Genesis to be critically maligned in any way, shape, or form. I think the Genesis was a very successful console. I think the Genesis has a ton of fans, and rightfully so. I think there's a ton of great games on the Genesis. I just happen to think most of the games I've played on the Genesis sound like doo-doo. This right here was one of the most complex scenes to program because of all the weird edge cases, with it depending on each party member's statuses. Oh, really? Okay, so could you get here with just Lloyd and Ninten without Anna? That didn't dawn on me just now. Can I imagine that generation? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That is the console generation that I cite when people talk about how great it is that console exclusives are dying. And I was like, man, the 90s were so good in large part because of console exclusives, because there was so much competition between them. Whew. So that's really interesting, EBBR SNES. I imagine that would be pretty darn difficult. Thanks, that was a great song. Say, are you the guys who's been messing with my buddies? Yes. You're going down. Who's the boss? I'm going to teach him a lesson. I guess he should have sounded a little more Californian. I'm going to teach him a lesson? What? We could only bash. Alright, well, not that impressive. I like his design. Oh, you forfeited. Okay. Haha! You really something. Your name is Ninten? Let's call it a draw, okay? Whew. I want to avenge my parents. How about we go to the mountains together? Great. I'm sure we'll make a great team of punks. Let's go. You there, Specs. You're not so good at fighting, are you? Rest here for a while and take it easy, alright? Oh, no. Lloyd, my boy. Okay, so big old question then. Do I get to have all 4 characters on my team at once, or is this max? You just get Tree. I'm shooketh. Oh, he took all his stuff. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I can't use that. Flame Pendant. Goddess Band. Magic Coin. Well, huh. I wish Teddy would go back to his old gentle self. No peeking in the dressing room. You'll be in a world of trouble if you do. Will I get arrested if I go through that door? Serious question. You go on ahead. I'm going to pay that pilot in the desert a visit. Just for decoration. Okay. Later in the game, you have 4 party. Okay. Whew. He smashed often. Teddy smashed. There's no differentiation anymore, just from audio alone. You could say, oh, that's an SNES or Genesis game, or the way the color is utilized. Absolutely. Like, you could look at a screenshot of a Sega Genesis or a Super Nintendo game and know right away. You could hear a sample of the sound and know pretty much right away. Today, everything just runs on everything. I think other than Nintendo, exclusives are going to go out the window. And for me, personally, somebody who values exclusives, it doesn't give me a reason to buy a box. I already got plenty of boxes. You knew he was going to take his stuff? It's in line. You will not get arrested if you avoid talking to that one weird lady. Okay. I was just extra paranoid, It was, man, I got arrested. Hey, get out of my dressing room. Oh, that's it? Well, I thought it was going to be a little more exciting in here. Shame on me. That's because I'm a 10-year-old Nintendo. A question then. How old is Teddy? Oh, yeah. No, I think so. The homogenizing of the gaming industry is just not, it's not super exciting to me. As my good friend Syncoplay says, pretty much only excited about retro games these days. Let me save this. Okay, I think I'm actually going to call it a day here. Reason being is I really don't want to climb that mountain right now. I really don't. And I don't want to go all the way back. This gives me time to do the thing. Today's late teens, like 19. Okay, I could see it because he's got the pompadour thing going on. He's got some muscular development. I could absolutely see it. So this is going to be where I draw it for today. Tomorrow we'll try either going back to the desert or climbing Mount Itoy. Not exactly sure. You're going to get some rest. Everybody get some rest and enjoy the day. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the chit chats. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. I learned some stuff today. Rest in peace, Peter Cullen, as well. Late teens to early 20s. That sounds about right. And thanks for hanging out. Remember, the Sega Genesis sucks. Bye-bye. Just kidding.